G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video we're going to be going through the team building guide for the new TEQ Dark King Demriga. Looks to be a really good unit and he's got a couple of fun teams to check out. So before we jump on into it, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. Hopefully, you want to check out all these team guides that I produce. So for his details, team-wise, we've got Resurrected Warriors, Realm of Gods, Time Travelers, Dragon Ball Heroes, Crossover, Storied Figures, and Demonic Power. Links, we've got Fear and Faith, Brainiacs, Revival, Master of Magic, Godly Power, Big Bad Bosses, which is the huge one, and Fierce Battle. So a few really good links in there. And from that, we do have 2 6 linking partners. So we've got the AGL Mechigabora, a unit that did just Easy A. He looks to be really, really good. So they're going to be a great 1-2 punch together. And then we've also got the DBZ, who's not very good. Obviously, we'd need an Easy A for him to come to relevance there. For our 5 link partners, we've got the 2 Foos. So we've got the STR Foo, who I'd be interested to test out at the moment. He'd be dodge or die, but he can get up to that 50% chance to dodge. So that could be interesting. And then we've got the new AGL Foo as well. Whack on the physical DEMRIGRA as well, who is a support class unit, so that could be handy at some point too. For our 4 linking partners, we've got the Int Rudigon, leads Resurrected Warriors, so we'll definitely value there. We've got the AGL Zamasu, and then just the STR 21. So not a crazy amount of really high-end linking partners for this guy. But as we move into our 3 linking partners, we've got Physical Janemba here, the Physical Broly Trio, Aos, who's another of the new units, the STR Bojack, STR Heart, and then Physical Super Saiyan 3 Rose. So particularly Janemba on like a Slug team or like on a Rudigon team could definitely be really, really interesting there. So the first team that we're going to look at is the STR Lord Slug team. Definitely a few major buffs here with the Easy A's and new releases from the Heroes units. So definitely excited to test this one out. So we've got Slug as our leader. We've got DEMRIGRA as our showcase unit, I guess we'll call it. We've got the new Foo. We've got the physical Janemba, the AGL Mechigabora, and then the Lord Slug Bagner unit, whose name is escaping me. So for this one, I'd be rocking rotations of DEMRIGRA and Mechigabora. As we saw before, they do share 6 links together, so that's really valuable. Predominantly, the fact that we've got the Big Bad Bosses active is really going to help with the damage reduction from DEMRIGRA. And then on the other rotation, we'd be going with the Lord Slug and Physical Janemba. So Janemba can sit in slot 1 there, Lord Slug in slot 2. And there is going to come a rotation where you have both slugs on that one. You're going to have the entrance activated, so you can definitely run Lord Slug in slot 1 there. And it is worth noting that we're going to have the domain as well, giving extra stats to a lot of these units here. Then we're going to float the banner unit and the other Lord Slug and Foo. And yeah, I think that will be really effective. If you did want to swap out Foo for another support class unit, that could definitely really work. Movie Bosses does have some really top tier options. Just thought we want to stick with like a pretty hero based team for this one here. So the next team we've got is an Rudigon team. So as I mentioned before, it does lead Resurrected Warriors and Movie Bosses. So we're rocking with that. We've got obviously Rudigon, we've got DEMRIGRA, brought in AGL Mechigabora again. Then on the other rotation, it's really just whatever type of Movie Bosses rotation you're interested in running. For me, I love running the Broly rotation, so I've gone with the TEQ Broly rotation here. If you didn't have them, you could go with something like Cell Max and Janemba or something along those lines. And then yeah, we're finishing it out with the free-to-play Toa here, who is a really good support class unit. So the rotations of this one, it would be DEMRIGRA and Mechigabora again. and then obviously the two tech Broly's. You're floating the two Harudiguns and Toa. The one thing would be though, if you were to run the Cell Max Janemba rotation, that you'd have to watch out that you're not going to have the extra stats for Cell Max when Toa does come around as a floater. But yeah, I think this would be a pretty powerful team. Obviously, anytime you can bring the tech Broly's, you're going to be dominating. So the next team we've got here is an STR Goku team. Now, this is where it's a bit disappointing that we didn't get a Extreme Class 200% leader here, because DEMRIGRA does benefit from having that Extreme Class full rotation. So yeah, but we deal with what we've got. Your other option is to run with Hearts as your lead. So for this one, we got the STR Goku, DEMRIGRA, we got Fu again, the free-to-play Toa, Aos, and the physical Super Saiyan Goku. So rotations for this one would be the two Gokus together. Otherwise, you're sort of lacking a secondary slot 1 unit. And then on the other rotation would be DEMRIGRA and Fu. So for that, you then get a float Toa and the Aos. They're both going to be providing that support for the rotation. So in terms of heroes builds, I think this one will go pretty well, but as I said, it would have been very much beneficial if we had have gotten an extreme class heroes lead, crossover lead, whatever you want to call it, but we shall work with what we've got. And then the final team that we've got is again moving away from that, I guess, full extreme class build. And we're going with a TEQ Goku team. So the promise of this team is pretty much that you can just bring other extremely top tier units. So what we've got is TEQ as our lead. We've got DEMRIGRA and Meki Kabura. We've then got STR Beast, the physical Super Saiyan Trio, and then AGL Goku. So the utility of this team is, as I said, just bringing other extremely top tier options. So the rotations would be DEMRIGRA and Meki Kabura. And then on the other rotation, Beast and the Super Saiyan Trio. You'd be left to float both of your TEQ Gokus as well as the AGL. So AGL is going to be handy to give us that revive. We'll have the target mechanic with Beast, a standby with the Super Saiyan Trio. So yeah, just a bit more utility that way. But that's the team building guide, guys. In terms of my team, I think this Harudigan team would work pretty well, but if you manage to pull Lord Slug, I think this team is going to be super, super effective, and there's a lot of changes that you can make to it with how powerful Movie Bosses has been throughout the year. So let me know which of those down below is your favourite. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the team building guides, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.